All right, guys, welcome back to the show. And yes, we are moving on to the next trending story, where Agnita Joseph, a confirmed split from MC Fish, says that the marriage has finally crashed and she's asking for privacy.
Okay, for me, I feel like, I don't know when this divorce trend is going to end because it's becoming like the way we use the cliche, money like water. It's not like divorce now water too. Everybody's just going like splitting, no tolerance level, no patience. Oh yeah, I don't know the backstory, but regardless, it's now becoming higher and higher on statistics regarding divorce. I'm not even talking about her saying that, oh, a marriage has finally clashed and she needs some privacy. That's left to her. Sort out your differences and go in peace. But I mean, the trend of this divorce thing is just becoming so rampant, and social media, according to statistical reports, is part of the things to be blamed. That social media is actually influencing a whole lot of things and causing.
I don't think it's social media in this case. What social media did was just to show us the lovey-dovey side we didn't get to see, that we saw and made it look like as if the marriage was perfect, whereas it wasn't perfect. You understand? So that's just literally what we were seeing. But and now they find, I think I come out to say earlier that they were not separated. Now they are separated. I wish them all the best. That's all I have to say.
But like, why we like come up on social media and be faking what is not? Like you are suffering behind the camera, and then on camera you are smiling. Like
That's life. That's literally what people, they show you what they want to show you, and at the end of the day, you now realize that everything is not as glitz as it looks.
I'd rather not put up a camera in the first place.
Yeah.
Period. And sort out my mess.
Yeah, but that's, people cannot help but want to film everything about their lives. No, Bianca Ojukwu at MC says nothing person no go see. Condemns, I think there was a tall people joke, calls for respect at public events.
Yeah, finally somebody comes out to call them out. You know, when we have comedians right here on the show, I'm like, they're the only ones who get away with stuff. When they talk about politicians, they talk about so many things, they talk about community story, they even shade on people, and they be like, oh, sorry, na joke I did, na joke I did. And now this joke you did has finally slammed you on your face where Bianca had to call you. Whatever it was, whether talking about 5'6", 5'9", 6 points, she had to call it out. Like, it is so disrespectful. And considering that she's tall, yeah.
I think that there has to be a boundary to the things that you joke about when you are either an MC or a comedian. We need to be very careful because there's a fine line between professional and distasteful comedy and non-professionalism. I beg, let's.
But right now, comedy is not.
I mean, you can be sarcastic. Yeah, there are ways you can, but there's always comedy that is not in good taste at all when you're calling about disabled people.
Yes, and you just call people out, and the part of you calling people out to spray you money, well, it's still part of your job, but regardless, I just feel like just add some small steez, to just make it professional. That's why I love this comedian forever.
All right, so Portable slams Iyabo Ojo over single mother praise. I mean, Iyabo Ojo had come out to praise single mothers, to which Portable had said that you're encouraging single mothers and you're creating a bad example that being a single mother should not be encouraged.
So what should they do? What should they have done? Or how will they track back time? Or how will they turn back the hands of time to make them not to be single mothers anymore? Because make it make sense. So there's been lash up and down. Portable, once ever he sees a story, he comes up on it and then he acts upon it to just still stay relevant and keep the trend. So regardless, she came out like stating she has someone else now in her life, and then she came out stating that, I mean, it's not even easy. You see, these people are coming after single mothers because they see that they raise their kids well, they're living their life, they're making their money. Or from my own standpoint, a point of view, it's valid. So you don't just come out to start slashing someone who's got results. I mean, look at her kids, look at the fruits. So being a single mother is not a disease. It just happened to be like circumstances and events happened. But that doesn't make them irrelevant, that doesn't make them useless.
Yeah, that's what the conversation should be. Seun Kuti alleged loss after trusting spiritual healing. So I think a certain family lost a cancer patient, and because they were going through believing for spiritual to the tune of $250,000.
Yes.
So Seun Kuti is very almost like an atheist. He doesn't believe in God. So I mean, igniting the conversation of faith and medicine.
So, I mean, he's been calling this out for too long, and whenever it comes to social issues, Seun Kuti is someone who will speak out. I feel like he's a philosopher at some point, and at some point he's a humanitarian, and at some point he's an advocate, you know. And he came out to say, this is not right. You should apply logic before you apply all of these things. So, and this is what we call a terminal sickness. Oh yes, in the spiritual sense, some people receive their healings.
Yes,
whereas,
definitely.
And some don't even tell the whole story, how that they take their medications and then couple with the healing. But his science say that money is actually way too much, 250,000 US dollars.
I think that is very crazy when people decide to put their money. Yes, spirituality is also good, but you have to balance it with faith without works is dead. Balance it without the backbone of medicine. Since like you're going for spiritual help, you're going for physical prayer, and you know. But when you're relying on just one alone, it's a bit dangerous. You know, at the end of the day, cancer is something that progresses. You need to go through the right stage and the right step. You need the right advice. So it's just really sad why the family let that degenerate till this long period of time. So
the doctors, they only do their best. We believe that God heals strongly, but then the doctors do their best and God perfects the healing. So him calling it out, I think, is something logical to do. So I feel like, well, it's been said of a philosopher who says human beings can be quite gullible, and we do not use our rational thinking process. And that has really caused a whole lot of havoc in the society. So I think we should be able to balance and, you know, weigh things out. Regardless of you putting your faith to work, you should also do the work to make the faith work.
Yeah, it's just the way it should be. It's just really sad why they didn't balance the two together.
Sorry for your loss.
Yes, sorry for loss. But that also sparks up debate on faith. And Niger imposes, I think it's Niger Republic, impose total visa ban on US citizens, and that's based on reciprocity. I don't know if Nigeria we need to do that one too. I think we already did. We need, because they banned a couple of African countries now. Niger Republic said to go.
In my mind, I'm like, Niger Republic at the backyard.
Yeah, but they value their country now.
Oh my God, this is Niger that value their own country. Our own access now, water, just like that, to just allow any Tom, Dick, and Harry to enter, where we have ban everywhere. But yeah, yesterday we saw in the news where they said they are putting $5.1 billion into healthcare in Nigeria. And then someone actually replied and said, oh, but you keep banning and keep banning, but then you're coming in to say you want to connect and you want to liaise with us based on the genocide story and the whole event. But yeah, Nigeria has said, okay, they are going to issue a ban. Since it's aura for aura now, let's do it that way.
Yes, so I think that African countries need to wake up. We need to wake up to the fact that you have to build your own country. As much as other countries are now shutting us out, the only way is to make this country great. More countries will keep shutting us out across board.
Okay, for me, I think the shutting out, it has a lot involved, because from the story, I mean, and social media has actually aggravated things based on, you know, pushing the narratives and pushing our stories out there, and different people coming out to call out on, you know, what is happening in the country, considering the fact that we're battling with insecurity, terrorism, banditry, kidnapping, and then all the sectors are failing and falling out, and then, you know, the government, those in power or those in particular positions are telling us to portray a positive narrative to make to make the nation look good. And now our linen is out there in the public. So I mean, what do we expect?
That's with that conversation, and we just have to know what we're doing as a nation, as a country, and African countries need to wake up to the fact that they can close the doors, and maybe to when Trump leaves power, that's when things will change, or maybe he can decide to shift the ban. You know, but for now he's talking tough. Our last trending story: very dark man vows to expose Pastor Chris Okafor. There was a confession of his daughter. I don't know if that's his real daughter. Linking it's just very humiliating what's going down. From Doris coming out to talk against him, to his daughter, which I hope is also his real daughter. I think maybe it's his real daughter. As a lot, there's no stone or there's no smoke without fire. And I hope they get to the bottom of this.
Well, for me, I feel like this is one of the adverse effects of bitterness. You know, when you have like rooted things, grudges, hatred, bitterness, strife, and you don't have it settled out, it will start bringing out a whole lot of things, and you start uncovering and uncovering, same as the way Regina Daniels and Ned Nwoko. We saw the likes of other celebrities coming out, like their linen had just been opened, uncovering layers by layers. This is the result of it. And I feel everybody needs therapy at this point.
I think everyone needs therapy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just really sad when a man who you call a man of God is involved in things like this. Behind, there's also a pastor, Suleiman too, that was involved in some sort of case with one Otobo girl. It's just so many things.
It's not even news anymore.
It's not news. It's
not news
so many
anymore.
people that you would expect to be accountable, men
Yes.
of God,
Yes.
who are expected to hold the
Yes.
office in the best position, and they're doing things like this. It just shows that people,
It's humiliating
yeah,
number
people
one
can
thing.
claim to be a thing, but they're really not who they claim to be.
Yes.
But I guess that's it with our trending stories. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be adding more thoughts to the conversation and wrapping up the show. Don't go anywhere.